Welcome to our Office of Undergraduate Research. I'm Sarah Cody, she, her pronouns, and you will be getting all of your emails from me. We want to start with a land acknowledgement that we are on the land, which is named for the Ute tribe, and we hold space and acknowledge all of the tribes, the Shoshone, Paiute, Goshute, and Ute tribes. And we respect the sovereign relationships between these tribes.
I'm an Associate Dean of Undergraduate Studies. I run the Office of Undergraduate Research. I'm also faculty, so I also mentor my own students who do research with me. My research is on racialized and gender-based violence. I did not hear any of you interested in that, so that's totally fine. But we're really excited. I started this program a couple years ago. And the reason why we started it is because oftentimes when students can come to the University of Utah interested in research, they would say that their number one challenge was connecting with a mentor or finding a mentor. We have, I think, about over 5,000 faculty who work here at the University of Utah. And I was just like, that's weird because that's what the students are saying. And then on the faculty end, I would have professors saying, I want to mentor students, but no one's reaching out to me. Where do I find them? So we wanted to create the program so that way we could create a connection between students and faculty as more of a soft connection, but also to promote some of our other programs, such as the Undergraduate Research Opportunity Program, which Cindy Greaves, raise your hand in the back there. Cindy's, the folks will introduce themselves, but she actually runs our UROC program. And she's not been running it from its beginning in the late 1980s, but she definitely is our expert and knows a lot about it. So if you have questions about UROC, we want to get you all thinking about applying for research funding with us if you can. So I don't think we have any science majors, so none of you are in science. So, but if you were, there's SRI and other programs, and social behavioral sciences also has its own research fund. So I think some of your colleges may have some funding for research, but if they don't, that's when you come after our money. So we love to give money to students to support you with your research efforts and your research interests. And sometimes you don't get paid. Sometimes you do an internship where you may take a class with a professor. You may also find yourself being paid through their own funds. Some of our faculty have their own federal or foundation or private funds to hire you to do research. So Sarah's going to tell you a lot more about the opportunity. Sorry, I lost my notes. Okay, there she is. She's going to tell you all about some of the opportunities, the expectations of this program. But really, one of the things I want to encourage all of you to be is curious, like Kara. Curious, be curious though, because this really is just an opportunity for you to get a little bit of money, whether it went to your scholarship, so to your tuition, or you already paid all the tuition, then it went to you. And so we want to encourage you to be curious about the opportunities, take advantage of all of our programming, and just see is there maybe a networking connection you might be able to make that might open a door for you. And if it's just interesting and not something you want to do, that's totally fine too. We do think research teaches us that as well, where we're like, hey, you know what, I don't want to do that. Like Kara, she doesn't want to sit still. So I'm going to return to Sarah, who's going to take over the programming. But actually, before I hand it to Sarah, I'd like to invite my team to introduce themselves. Cindy, can you say a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, so I'm Cindy Greaves. I'm the Associate Director in the Office of Undergraduate Research. Like she said, I run the UROC program, which is the Undergraduate Research Opportunities Program. It's a program where we fund students to do research with faculty. So once you find a faculty member and you're getting involved in projects, know that we have funding for you. So stay in contact with our office and apply for funding for future when you're ready.
Yeah, and the deadlines will be fast approaching. Sarah will tell you about that. Shelley, can you introduce yourself?
I'm Shelley Parker. I'm the events manager here. So I coordinate the education series, which I believe you guys will be watching one or two or attending some. The symposia that we have where students present their research and posters. And we have an award ceremony, which I don't tell you, and we have a graduate school mini expo in June. When you're ready, we could go there. It's free.
Yeah, so there's a lot of events that is like, we're really all about creating a positive research culture, which means that we do things so you can see what other people are doing, but also share what you are working on. And actually for all of you, I encourage you to attend our online undergraduate research symposium this fall, just to get some ideas of faculty you might want to be interested in working with. Or you can also look at previous symposia and be like, hey, that's a really cool project. I would like to do something similar. Maybe that mentor might take me on. And so those events are really, I think, good for you all to connect with folks. And Kate, introduce yourself.
I'm Dave Fairman. I'm the outreach coordinator. So I do a lot of talking to students, presenting, tabling, getting out on campus. So you guys see me out and about, say hey. Yeah, so what I do.
And then Kate's actually alumni.
I am.
Yeah, you graduated film. And so you just really wonderful visuals. And Sarah, I don't think you actually introduced yourself. Did you say anything? Did you say more about yourself? And tell them more about you.
Yeah, so Sarah Cody, I do early exploration scholars as well as other scholarships. And then get to help Cade with outreach a little bit and yeah, oh yeah, and research tours, which y'all get to go on. Our mission, undergraduate student faculty collaborative research and creative works in all disciplines through the University of Utah campus. We did go over our team. I also want to highlight that we do have undergraduate research leaders, Megan, Callista, America, Isabella, and Keon. And if you're ever wanting to talk to a student about research, these guys are a great resource, and we'll talk a little bit about research advising. That's a time that you can definitely connect with them. So, quick discussion topic. Have you ever done research before? This is an open discussion. What kind of research have we done before? Think about back in high school.
Yeah.
Did we have to write a research paper? So have we done research? What about our research papers in high school or thinking about and studying what we were going to have for dinner and what restaurant we were wanting was exciting? What excites us about research? What excited you about getting involved in this program?
Yeah, I was excited about this. I thought that maybe it provided me opportunities to like activities to do that I could put on my resume for as an accountant.
I love it. Resume building, things that move. Anyone else? What excited you about getting involved in early exploration scholars? Yeah.
I know that I feel like I'll be doing research a lot and it's something that I'm not comfortable with and I don't necessarily really like doing, but I just think it's because I don't have the right resources. So what excited me about being a part of this is that I would be connected to these mentors because I felt like that was my biggest, I guess it's answering the second question, that was my challenge, like being able to, like, I just didn't know where to start.
Ooh, I like it. Remind me your name.
Jocelyn.
Jocelyn. Thank you, Jocelyn. So to build your comfort level, build your network, and to like just learn how to get started. Awesome. Thank you. Anyone else? What is it? One more. What excites you? Yeah.
Getting more in depth with it instead of just broad. I think it's just a good skill to have, like an opportunity like this, having resources from all of you guys. And I feel like opportunities like that might happen, especially in the upper years of like college, I guess. But like I'll need help along the way, so it'll be good to have.
So building your network and opportunities. Cool. Steele, right? Thank you, Steele. Yeah, Dr. Fukushima.
I'm just curious because I heard there's like some hesitation. So when you think of research, what do you think research usually looks like?
Like creating a bibliography or something.
Sorry.
Creating a bibliography after.
Oh,
Creating a bibliography.
lab, white coats, right, goggles, that,
Like,
yeah.
Things like the meeting, like, and getting like in that testing things.
Yeah, testing, right? So yeah, so each node has its own rigor and expectations. And it is the pipette, it is the lab coat, it is the bibliography, it's all of those things, but it's also more. And I was even Kate when he was in film and doing film was also doing research, right? I would say it's also students, literally we had a student who did bricks, he made his own bricks, because he was trying to, what was it? What was it?
Plant material.
Plant materials, right? So he's working in architecture and planning. We've had students who did language models, trying to teach other people how to speak other native language. So it's like a whole range of things. We've had students who've done robotics, right? Engineering, moving mud parts. So super cool. So the whole range, I think it's all those things, but it can be difficult. So I just want to acknowledge the difficulty of research. It can be even boring. research, I'm absolutely with that too. But I think what I love about Sarah's question is you kind of get it, it can be exciting.
Mhm.
So we want to get you excited. Sorry, she doesn't.
Yeah. No, you're so good. Thank you so much. Moving to the next question though, have you connected with a faculty mentor about joining research at all? Or just connected with them about research or, I know we're early in research and this is early exploration scholars, so no can be an answer, but have we talked to any mentors about research at all? We have one. How did it go? Yeah. No response back, but you felt good about the email. I like it. Felt good. We felt good about the email. What is the barrier? What's stopping us, I guess, from research or sending that email or connecting?
And just say thank you. I find it, some students like it feels like you're just number 100.
Mhm.
So they spell my name wrong, they, don't say anything about what I do. Did you ask the professor, or say something specific about what they do? Okay, yeah. Well, Sarah's gonna give you some tips,
Yeah.
because I think there's some tips that are then, that might help you, maybe follow up with that.
Yeah. So throughout the semester, you're going to be getting emails from me. I beg you to read those emails. We're going to be exploring research, but there's only like so many activities that I'm going to ask you to do. And so in the emails is where you're really going to get the bulk of this program and of this scholarship, which is the tips on how to write those emails, the like actual to-dos and like the like action items of finding the mentors. Because it can be scary. And so like I'm hoping to be able to help you out. So by the end of the semester, we do have that research mentor and we have the project and we're able to apply to things like Europe with Cindy. Okay, so let's just jump in. Our program expectations. So welcome to Early Exploration Scholars. This is our website. If you're wondering, these are the places we can be if we follow through. Okay, so I'm hoping everyone completed their pre-survey. I will find you if you didn't. Just kidding. And now you are all here at your orientation. Congratulations, you've completed 2 of the 6 things. Great job. We are a third of the way done. So we also need to do a research tour. You do need to actually register for the research tours, so make sure you do that. Space is limited, and so I want to make sure that the early exploration scholars get the research tours. So yeah. And then next, attend at least 1 live education series. Also pre-register for those. I do suggest that you attend the student panel, which is next Friday. The student panel is students who have already been in research, been in Europe, and they'll be able to give you some great tips. Also, attend as many of the education series as you can and attend as many of the research tours as you can. That's going to be a great way to take it all in. In the emails that I send you, I will send you a reminder of every single research tour. I will also send you some of the education series that are really going to be beneficial to you as you're getting into research. So go ahead and attend all of those. The education series that I send you are on demand, so you can watch them at any time, but you do need to do 1 live education series. Meet with me in a one-on-one session. I know that a few of you already have. Thank you. I also encourage you to do another one-on-one session and as many as you need throughout this if you have any questions. And then submit the end of semester form that I will send you right after our last research tour. Okay, so research tours. Research tours are a highlight of what is being done across campus within research. We will, again, you're required to do at least 1. I encourage you to go to as many as you can that fit your schedule. They are super fun. This is one that we went to in theater, but this one is actually neurobiology. So you actually get to like look under the microscope. You like get to like see like multiple labs. We'll go to 3 labs. So it's super fun. Yeah. And you all have the website. I will send you the website multiple times. Make sure you're registering. Our education series is another great way to get as much information as you are needing.
They're all on Zoom, so when we say attend live, you're not going to a place. You're going to watch the Zoom. And then after that, they're all on demand. We have 80 available to watch. After you attend a live one or watch an on demand, there's an evaluation form you fill out, and that's how you get. Next Friday is a really good one. It's where we have experienced undergraduate researchers in a panel. They talk about how they're on the faculty member and what it's like to do research that they like. So that's a really good one. Next we have AI in research, responsibly using AI in research. AI is blowing up, but it could cause ethical problems in research, so that's a really interesting one. The next one is how to create a good resume for a CV. So that's a really good one that you career success is leading that one. Then trying to remember, oh, we have one on how to deal with inevitable challenges and changes in your life. They happen in research and they happen in life. In fact, the presenter was going to do it last February and they hurt their knee and had to have surgery. We had to move it to the fall. So stuff happens. And they are in educational psychology, so they'll help you deal with those kinds of things. We have an art teacher, an art professor who's going to show how she does research to do her pieces, which a lot of people don't think there's research in art, but that one's going to be a really interesting one. They're a good resource that you can watch anytime, and they're only an hour.
When you do attend the research series, make sure that you do complete the attendance link. That's the only way I'll know that you attended. If you don't click the attendance link at the end, then you don't actually get credit for the hour. So make sure that you complete the attendance link. The evaluation form, yeah, that's what I meant. Thank you. So our opportunities. One of the best places to start is our getting started page. So you go to our.utah.edu and then there's a red bar and you'll click getting started. This is a bunch of the resources, the opportunities. It gives you like step 1, step 2, helps you just kind of figure out what to do next. Again, I'll be sending emails, but then there's also things that you can do on your own. There's a QR code. There will be the links. I will send the slides at the end. I want to talk to you about our undergraduate research scholar designation program. This is a program that actually adds a designation to your transcript, which is really cool. It'll say, hey, yes, this is on your CV. Yes, this is on your cover letters. This is on all the things that you say, but we're also backing you up by putting it on your transcript as the university and as the Office of Undergraduate Research. So what you've got to do for this is do 2 semesters of research. You have to present at our undergraduate research symposium, and then you're also going to publish in our undergraduate research journal. So that means that you are presenting research and published author of research. If you're doing 2 semesters of research, then naturally you're going to present and publish. So it's super easy. All we have to do is find you a mentor. So with the goal of finding a mentor by the end of this semester, you're going to have on your transcript that you are a researcher. Super cool.
And you get a white cord for
Yeah.
the presentation.
Also, you get cords on graduation day. UROP is our undergraduate research opportunity program. That was what Cindy had suggested, or not suggested, mentioned. UROP is 120 hours of research. And that is once we've found you your research mentor, you can apply for this program. We pay you direct deposit into your bank account, not a scholarship, $120 or $1,200. And you will apply and you're eligible for 1 semester and then up to an additional semester for renewal. So up to 2 semesters. Our application is due October 31st for our spring semester. So we could potentially get you guys into spring, but then we will have a summer semester. Every semester we have Europe. So we'll continue to work with you, continue to get you eligible and then applying. We also have the summer program for undergraduate research, SPUR. This is a nationally competitive program that happens here on our campus. This is a full-time program. Europe is 5 to 10 hours. SPUR is 35 to 40 hours a week. It's a 10-week program and $5,000 direct deposit into your bank account, where you'll work with faculty who have their projects already figured out. Your application is due in January for this one. And this one you're already eligible to do. So let's really start thinking about like how we can get you applying. I think applications will open in November.
So, the difference between Europe and Spur is Europe, you're like, I'm a genius, I want this project I wanna do, right? You can apply for Europe with them. But also with Europe, if faculty, you're like, hey, I love what you're doing. Can I work with you on what you're doing and you help me apply for Europe? You can do that as well. But for Spur, you can only work on the faculty's project. They will let you know what your tasks are in the project for them. So you won't be visioning your own kind of like, hey, I have this really cool idea. Unless if the mentor agrees with, which that kind of depends. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you for that clarification. So once you have your projects, once you are in with a mentor and we're supporting you with Europe, or maybe we're not, and you're like, we need additional resources within our research. We do have travel and small grants. You can apply for these and then we award them at the end of each month. You do have to apply for it ahead of time. We can't like back pay any of it. So remember that. It's $500. Travel grants are for future conferences, registration, airfare, anything that has to do with the actual travel of whatever within your research. Small grants are for your research supplies, your training, any other costs that you can think of that we don't think of or list. But applications are due by the end of the month and we think of it, or we will consider them on a monthly basis, month by month. So if you didn't get it this month, you can apply for it next month.
One thing with the travel small grants, you don't have to have other people. We need students who have never been funded with us, and they are applying for travel small grants because they just need tools or they want to go to a conference. That's totally fine. And actually, if you find a mentor this semester and you need some resources to work on a project that they haven't hired you yet, or they really have gotten a Europe, you can go ahead and apply for the travel small grants for it.
Thanks. Okay. So we're gonna be connecting with our faculty mentors and we're going to find one and I'm so excited for that. We have so many resources to help you with that. We have a list of faculty mentors that you can go by. We have like this whole page is just like dedicated to you finding a mentor. We also, if you go to our.utah.edu and click find a mentor, this is what's going to pop up. And then if you scroll down just right below this, under this red line, there's an email template for reaching out to mentors. So it's really cool. Again, it's a template. Templates mean edit it, make sure it's your own. Don't just copy and paste it because I'm telling how many people in this room, plus everyone who's going to watch this recording, which equals 20. And I've told 5 people today in research advising equipment. So that's just today. Think of how many people I tell in a week, and then in the month, and then in the last year. We also have what's called the research database. This is a great way to find research and mentor. The research database, I say think of it as a job posting. This is all the researchers who know of our resource and are like, yes, I would love an undergraduate researcher. They send us what they are doing and their post. We put it on our website. So this is anybody who's looking for undergraduate researchers. You can search for it by college. You can also put it in the search bar. Not the smartest search engine. If you're looking for something that has to do with art, it will pull up things that have to do with heart because it has the word art in it. So use it at your own demise. Okay. We also have some advising through peer mentoring and staff support. Today, from 1 to 3, we have what's called Funding Fridays. This is a drop-in support for anything you can think of within the research journey. So applications, funding, general questions. If it has to do with you continuing on with research, Funding Fridays is there to support. Myself and Cade, as well as 2 of our student leaders, run Funding Fridays. Again, Fridays, 1 to 3 o'clock. You'll find it on the website, oer.edu/funding-Fridays. IRB is for any student who is looking to do research on a human subject. We're not quite there yet, but if you get there, then we do have support for you. It's called the IRB Lab. Yeah, and it's on Tuesdays. So if you're like ready to start IRB, let me know and I'll help connect you to IRB Lab. And then research advising. You are all doing one-on-one research advising with me. But if you want additional research advising with anyone else, or like you would really love to talk to a student also and get their input, we do have research advising appointments through our website. So definitely check that out and use that as a resource. It's super valuable. What questions do you have? Well, actually, okay, here's our office information and contact. We are actually downstairs in this building. So my office is downstairs. If ever you need it, really send an email. That's probably going to be way easier. I'm not here very often. And when I am, I'm like somewhere else on campus. 100% join the email list. That's going to give you all of like you're going to get informed pretty quick on like what new postings we have, all of our newsletters, like all of that stuff. And then follow us on social media. Kate is so great on our social media and also posts all of our new research opportunities on there. So you'll get to know about them first. Please, everyone take out your phone, scan for attendance.